Luke, what's up, man?
Hey Donovan, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to talk to you again, man. How's everything going? Last time we talked,
Man,
like, yeah.
April was a weird month,
Mm-hmm.
kind of slow, like before, I guess peak kicks in,
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it was just one of those weird months, man.
It's a weird month. It's down.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I hear you. But I mean, has it started picking up at all, or how are things now? Like, end of
Yeah,
April go.
yeah, yeah. So, but overall, January, February, and March, um, way better than what we did last year. Can't complain.
Awesome.
April was just slow. We started SEO. We launched a website in March, like March 17th. But my Google business profile for Houston was down for a good bit of time. Like it just got back online like 3 weeks ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, because we had to go through the verification process again. Because I guess when I let them put them on like to make changes, it kind of flagged it. So I had to get that re-verified and everything like that, and it just took some time.
I hear you. So, just stuff you gotta housekeeping stuff you gotta take care of, and
That's pretty much it. Just regular normal housekeeping stuff here.
yeah, but that being said, like last time we talked, we were going over your Ahrefs stuff, like your SEO stuff. How is that? Like, is things going
Yeah,
good
yeah.
there?
So I actually got rid of Ahrefs. I went over to SEMrush.
Okay.
Yeah, I like SEMrush a whole lot better. It's just but but one thing about SEMrush is that it's best if I can look at everything to the Google Search Console and Google Analytics. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can see everything better there. Like as far as hold on, give me a second. You should store.
You're
As far
good,
as
man.
like the search terms and queries wise, Google's Search Console and Google Analytics just really displays a whole lot. Ahrefs and SEMrush, they just break things down on the terms of like backlinks and all that different type of stuff. Just
Okay.
making
Cool.
sure like when it comes to like building the entity so Google can trust you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you found that SEMrush is just better for what you need, Southern Comfort.
Right, right, right.
Yeah. And how's it going? How's it?
It's going
How,
it's actually going great. I
awesome.
just really like the dynamic of it. Ahrefs is just way behind when it comes to like keeping up with the live data. You get what I'm saying on what's being done, to help progress my SEO for my business. And I do understand that it takes time, but the sweet thing people like to say like it takes a year, 2 years. That's kind of like bogus right now because once you go into SEMrush, you could kind of you could kindly see that long as you're going in and you're fixing all the indirects and all those different type of error codes and everything like that, fixing the backlinks that are not quality, that fixing the backlinks that are broken, or in removing the backlinks that are not in good quality, then it'll start building from there.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm glad that you found something that's working good for you guys and it's going
Yeah.
well. Hopefully stuff, starts picking up again because it's getting around that time. It's about to start getting really hot, right? So,
Yeah, it is. So we've been having some cold fronts pushing through, kind of, knocking things off the pivot. But we have
mhm.
what you call a super El Nino that's moving in, and the last one was El Nino that moved in 2023. So
Wow,
coming into like I'll say, to this summer, they're expecting it to be a very hot summer. So.
that's awesome, man. Well, I think like the reason why I asked you on this call, obviously, is I wanted to, shout you guys out because I know you're great at what you do, and I met you through Dennis, so of course, like you're awesome. But like we never really got a chance for me and you to just kind of,
Sit and
meet
talk,
and
right?
understand each other. I didn't really like get to hear about your backstory, anything like that through Southern Comfort. And I just, I want to hear more about it. Like whatever you want to talk about, like I just want to make you guys the stars. So I'll give you a spotlight.
So the
Yeah.
biggest thing about Southern Comfort is that
Hmm.
it was like one of those family things. Can you hear my background?
Nah, you're good.
You good? All right, cool, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hold on. I think it's kind of loud, man. I'm kind of in front of the office here, but I got my boys here. Give me a second. Give me a second. I
You're good.
apologize.
You're good, man.
All right, cool, man. So yeah, so a little bit, I apologize about coming in and out, but the
You're fine.
biggest thing is now, man, is that so I actually started Southern Comfort when I came up with the name when I was in high school. I graduated high school in 2013 and you know, and it actually came upon actually when I was in the 10th grade, that I wanted to be a entrepreneur, a business owner, but I didn't know what. And during the year of while I was in the 10th grade, when it actually came upon, I never forget, during this time, one of the worst things happened in my life around that period of time. I was in a hate crime to where I had to get 188 stitches from the neck up and stuff like that. So it really changed my perspective on life. And I feel like God gave me this opportunity. So that happened, all this happened around the same time where God was giving me this vision to be my own business owner. And I almost got killed just for, the color of my skin and everything like that. And then push forward, I came to 2013. I had the opportunity to, before then, while I was in 10th grade and around that time, I'll still go out and work with my grandpa, doing heating there as well. So, um, still got into it. 2013 graduated and, I just had this knowledge in the back of my mind that I was just gonna, take the knowledge that my grandpa instilled in me and just kind of like move. You get what I'm saying? So I moved to Greenville, South Carolina. I'm originally from Georgetown, South Carolina. And I moved to Greenville, South Carolina, worked for a company there, worked my way up. And it was a beautiful experience, working with that company and everything like that. So I stayed there, worked at that company for like 5 years, 4 or 5 years, learned a lot, became a certified generator to operate on Generac generators. And it was pretty cool because I love actually working on generators, right? So did that and I bought them and I had saved up some money, me and my wife, and I wanted to get into HVAC, start my own business. So Southern Comfort, when we first started Southern Comfort, it was actually called Southern Comfort HVAC and Handyman Services. So the
Hmm.
gig was to like I used to go out first and clean like gutters. You get what I'm saying? Do gutter cleaner, pressure washing. But
Hmm.
then I used to get customers to join our Southern Comfort Club maintenance agreement because our main thing was doing that to get these customers to do HVAC, right? So Greenville, we just outgrew it. The market was just too small. I just thought it was time to move, for me and my wife to get away. So we put our home on the market. It sold like within 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying? We had a great offer like within 2 weeks. And so we just packed up everything and we just moved across here to Houston, Texas. And we came to Houston, and it's been a blessing, man. It's been a really a cross country faith journey, and it wasn't easy. So the biggest thing I'm doing with my platform here is at Southern Comfort is I work for the man above, and I'm just a messenger. And he gave me this platform, and this platform is built for me to help change lives. You get what I'm saying? It's not about me, it's not about my family, because it's going to be way more than enough for me to do the things I need to do for my personal life, to handle my needs and want, and so is my family. So I just want people to come in, create a healthy culture for my business. I just want to be able to direct people down the right path, not only make it about being a CSR or being a killer salesman or technician. You get what I'm saying? I want you to have a good balanced life at home because if I know if you got a good balanced life at home, I know you'll actually come into Southern Comfort and actually kill it every single day. So that's really the biggest thing is just getting a balance and just kind of going from there.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's an amazing story. I mean, just hearing about like the hardships that you had to go through and just,
Mhm.
rising above and allowing that to force you closer to God, or like not force you, but like
Yeah,
that's the path you chose. Didn't
right.
necessarily force you to, but you expanded on your relationship with God through that, like so much. And then that led you to the calling of, starting your own company to come through with like that sort of, you know, I want to be there for people sort of mindset of I'm not starting my company because I just want to be autonomous for me. I'm starting my company so that I can look out for people in a way that maybe like you weren't at that time, in some sort of way. I'm trying to like put that
I
into
get what you're
words, but
saying. Yeah, the
yeah,
biggest thing is basically looking out and take care of people in a
yeah.
way that, that I'll say that I know people need. You get what I'm saying? Just
Mhm.
like at this point in time, or just facing reality of the real world. And it's about survival. It's about survival of the fittest. But some
Mhm.
people are not, fit to kind of like survive in this world that we're in. And it just like me bringing them into Southern Comfort. Southern Comfort is the gym. I want to build up all their muscle, mentality, mental, and then so they can take on everything else when Southern Comfort, whenever they walk out the door. You get what I'm saying? So when they go home and handle business, they got the mind and the mentality. I don't want this to be a place they dread to come working. I want this to be a place to where, yeah, I'm ready to get to work. You get what I'm saying? I'm ready to get up and go to work. That's my type of deal. So,
Yeah, it's growth mindset, it's protection, it's just taking care of the people that are under your,
all right.
supervision. I mean, dude, that's like the ultimate and most pure form of masculinity. Like, you know what I mean? Like
It
that's
is.
amazing.
It
Yeah,
is.
dude, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah. So a lot of people,
Yeah.
of course, we get into business to make more money, but
Yeah.
I'm in it, of course, for that too, to have a better life for me, my family. But, the drive really comes into where my grandpa taught me this. So actually how Southern Comfort came upon, honestly. Um, I was in the spirit store one day and I saw like that the older men, the old farmers back where I'm from, they used to have that a lot, like Southern Comfort. So that's where the name actually came from. And
Wow.
the mascot is actually my grandpa. So my grandpa who taught me the HVAC trade. So I wanted to create like a animal, and I picked a brown bear because I always looked up to my grandpa as a big, strong man. So that's why I picked a brown bear, instead of doing like a visual human. You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to do it based off that, and the bear's name is Rusty. So his name actually came from the movie Lightning McQueen. My two boys,
Mhm.
their favorite movie is Lightning McQueen, and he was sponsored by Rust-eze. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, we named the mascot Rusty. I started to name him after my grandpa. I was like, nah, we switch it up, and just have different things that attribute to the life that's around me. You get what I'm saying? So it's not only about Donovan. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes, sir. Every day you put that on, you're representing your whole family. And then that just makes it that much easier to like do an amazing job because you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for them. And
Right.
then, other people can resonate with that and then they can tie that into their own families and you create this like mentality ecosystem where it's like, dude, we just want to like do a great job for Donovan and everybody who's our client. No, man, that's freaking awesome. I love how much depth goes into all of these things. Like, and I love that you're so open telling me about all this because I could definitely appreciate that. And dude, I know that like right now or whatever, you're not like our client, but I just think like that's you and people like that that put so much into what you do and everything that goes into your branding and all of that, just like on every level. That's just like you guys are the people that should be winning 100 times out of 100 because you're the ones that like actually change lives. So
Yeah,
that's
the biggest thing is like, actually coming into the trades, learning the trades. You have a certain groups, a lot of people are tied to the ones that's been in the industry that's driving the Lambos and the Rolls Royces and the Rolexes and everything like that.
mhm.
Uh, I actually gravitate to ones that kind of are at the back, but they're still here, top tier. Their companies are doing real great and everything like that, have a great culture. I'm more suited towards those type of guys. But the biggest thing is that, coming into this game, you're ready to make money. Your mind is there. You don't know anything about marketing. You're just putting your trust in somebody, and that's where the the line in the dirt comes in because it's like now, okay, you trust somebody, you start investing in this money, and it's like there's nothing, there's no fruit. You get what I'm saying? And so that's really the hard part of the trades. I feel like there are not enough marketing companies that really want to see people win. I feel like a lot of market companies sell SEO. They don't know how to do it. They sell it. They talk about it because, if you're a dumb contractor and you don't know anything about it either, it's easy to sell something to somebody that's ignorant or dumb, all right? I mean, not saying dumb, but just ignorant to the fact of what it is they're trying to do. So, and I just feel like it's a lot of that, and I feel like it's greed. I feel like honestly there should be some type of punishment, for these type of companies that's out here doing this, man, because it's literally highway robbery. And the biggest thing is that you really have people out here that's getting into marketing that really want to do great. You get what I'm saying? That really want to, grow their marketing business the right way, like yourself. But the biggest thing is you still have these bad apples
Mhm. Yeah.
there, and people are still referring out these bad apples to people, and it's it's a sad game, man. That it has to be this way. Hopefully it changes, that there are more good than bad marketing companies, but there's only 1%.
Hey, I mean, I don't know about more good than bad, but like maybe eventually, but I think, that's why I'm so blessed to have met Dennis a few years back and just get to know him because when I first met him, I was like social media management type of guy, like I knew all about like post this or post that or whatever. And I didn't really know a lot about like the marketing side of things. And he just took me under his wing and was like, yo, this is how we got to do it. This is what matters. Yeah, I mean, dude, it'd be awesome to drive a Lambo or whatever. That's sick. But like, who cares, man? Like at the end of the day, if you're not taking care of your family, you're not taking care of your clients, your people, like, dude, driving a Lambo is so selfish and superficial if you don't put everybody else first. So, that's why I love like meeting Dennis and just getting a chance to learn how he does it because he documents everything and he does things the right and the genuine way. I mean, it doesn't always like it's not about like polishing stuff is great, but like what comes first is the results and just making sure that you take care of your people first. And that's why it's like, man, I feel blessed to be a part of that because he is doing that movement. That what you're talking about, like that's what he's trying to change. Like he tries to get people who actually care and then want to learn and then want to build that. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's being in the trades is a challenge, but I feel like I'm at that stage to where now everything is kind of, not everything is kind of, but it is going in the right direction, so that's honestly where I'm at now. And things are going to get better as far as like me growing because a lot now it's like I'm just delegating, We just
Hmm.
brought on a CSR, who's going to be, taking calls in and also help with dispatching as well.
Awesome.
She's getting trained up pretty good and, and just going and just creating good systems and processes because you got
Mhm.
to create systems and processes. You need to know everybody that comes in needs to know their job, right? So
That's
we
one.
need to make sure everybody understands everything. They know their job, they know how they're going to grow and everything like that within a company. Because there's two things why people leave their place of work. It's either for money or either their head is kind of like hitting a ceiling. But the number one reason is growth. They feel like they can't move up. So, at my business stage right now, I want to give everybody the opportunity to move up someday. You get what I'm saying? To continue working, keep putting in the work. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, Southern Comfort is the gym, for our employees, even myself. It's the gym. We come in to work out, build a team, focus on systems and processes, making everything better. And then we go back out into the real world and we give back out. We give back. So that's what it is.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's abundance mindset. You're creating that amazing culture where people can excel, grow, and expand. And if one day somebody that just grows so much wants to be their own boss or their own entrepreneur, they can go and do that. And then it opens up opportunity for other people at your company to keep working up. It's
Right.
like an ongoing cycle instead of trying to like be like, no, you're good at this. I'm gonna hold you right here. It's like, well, then they're gonna feel restricted and they're not gonna be as good. So it's like, man,
Right. Right.
you really get that, dude. The abundance mindset is huge. It's just
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, the biggest thing is that, it's just systematically how our world was designed, it
Yeah.
was just designed for us to be workers. You get what I'm saying? Not have the courage to actually go out and build your own thing. But I'll never hold anybody back. I'll rather bring somebody in and build them. And if they get the courage to say, "Hey, I'm ready to go do this on my own," me personally, I did a great job.
I
Because
know.
that because at the end of the day, in my mind, no matter what, whenever they move on, create their company and they're successful, a piece of me will always be in them
Yeah.
because I gave them the opportunity and I still stuck with them, and they call me and ask questions and I'm gonna give it to them, so it's like each one teach one, so
Yeah.
that's the rule. So yeah,
Dude.
so yeah, once we can start teaching, everyone, but some people just got that mindset of greed. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Let's limit the information, to certain people or to people, period. Let's limit the information so we can keep them down there. But this world is a better place when everybody is moving up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Another one of those principles that Dennis talks about, he says, all of our knowledge is completely free. Our time is not, and that's just the perfect way to put it. It's like you can learn whatever you want from what we do. And if you have the confidence that you do it the best, then why wouldn't it be free? Because then you charge for your time. And then it works. Because then it creates the system of people wanting to get better and try to get to that
Gotcha.
level. Yeah. Yeah, dude. So I mean, that's amazing. So for Southern Comfort right now, like what are your plans? Like what are you trying to do with it long term or like the next few
So
years or
so
whatever?
so our long-term goal,
Yeah.
within the next um 5 years, I'll say. I want to get it roughly to 8 million, between roughly 8 to 10 million, my long-term goal is to honestly get it to 10 million. And I just want to coast it from there. Now, when I say coast, I mean like go back in, dial in all our systems and processes, and then let the rest of the growth come from us getting back out in the community. You get what I'm saying? Like very hard, like very like diving in. You get what I'm saying? Diving into the community, really doing deep giveaways, or giving back to that stage and and broadcasting it. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot that's going to be done there on that stage and whenever we get to that point. And then that's where I want the growth to come from because I feel like honestly, yeah, you can get out in the community and everything like that, before, host little golf tournaments and everything like that. But honestly, when I get to the $10 million mark, I just want it to coast. If it ends up going into 15 million, 20 million from there, then let it be. But it's going to be organically and naturally. You get what I'm saying? It's not going to be for dumping more money into the machine, feeding the machine.
I hear you. That's awesome. Those are amazing goals. Yeah, so once you get to 10 million, it's like it's time to give back. It's time to look at your community, help them, like pick them
Yeah.
up,
Yeah, I
inspire
mean,
them. Yeah,
also along the way, we're going to do that, of course.
yeah, yeah, for
Whenever
sure.
we get to that point of like 10 million, it's going to be extreme of us really in this giving back as in the sense of, being more I'll say focused on things, like having a dedicated team that's actually going to these places. You get what I'm saying? And,
Yeah,
and
no, I for
taking care of the community. So yeah, I want to create a team within my business to where um we're gonna kind of going to probably operate like a nonprofit. You get what I'm saying? But the biggest thing is it's going to be within Southern Comfort is, but we're just going to be in the neighborhoods, in the community. When something happens, you get what I'm saying? No matter if it's not pertaining to HVAC,
yeah.
or heating and air, we're there. You get what I'm saying? So it
Mhm.
just helped, just creating something that people can remember. You get what I'm saying? And it'll grow from there. So that's just
Yeah,
my main point when I get to, the 10 million, just to let it coast. Because, net profit and everything like that should be, in a great place.
hmm
Some people want to be the Tommy Mellos. I'm here to say I don't want to be a Tommy Mello. I want to be a Donovan Brown.
yes, sir.
I don't need 20, 30, 40, 50 million. Some people, salute to everybody that wants that. But to go behind that, I have two kids and I have a wife. You get what I'm saying? And to honestly do 50 million or 100 million and everything like that, it's going to take a lot of time away from them.
Yeah,
And I'm not that type of dad, or my wife is not that type of mom to the point to where we have kids, but we're not actually raising them. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it's easy to call yourself a father or a mother, but are you really being a dad? Are you really being a mom? Are you really being there? Because running a business and having a family is kind of hard. It's like balance, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm actually very attentive to my two boys, so that's where I'm at. So it's never like I said, it's never about reaching to be one of the best, but it's all about creating that balance too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely see the vision. Like your company is all about looking out for other people. You get it to that level where it can look out for people in a way where you can kind of take a step back a little bit so that you can have more time to look out for your community, for your family, and things like that. Because, like, the overall vision is you're trying to create something that gives you the ability to care for people, but also time to be present with them, the people that you care about. I mean, and it's
Hmm.
like it goes back to the airplane with the mask on your face type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you want to put the mask on your face first, and that's essentially getting your company to 10 million. So that way, then you can go and put the mask on everybody else's faces after. And I just I just know that that's why you're so successful, and that's why you're going to get that 10 million because it's just that's what it's about. Like it's so
Mhm.
much bigger than just Donovan. Like you're being Donovan, but also the vision and the mission is so much bigger than just that, So I just
Yeah. Yeah.
salute
The,
you for
the
that.
biggest thing is, yeah, you got to have the vision, but a lot of people don't like to talk about the hard times. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of kind of like um going through the battles, man, like with being a business owner. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'll say just dealing with bad marketing companies, that's lead to poor revenue pouring into the business, right? And then you have to go back and then they don't live up to their standards, and then you have to take all that money you lost plus what it was supposed to bring in for your business. So you got to calculate all that into that manner of that spend. You get what I'm saying? Because you spent this amount, it was supposed to do a return on this and it didn't. So all that is goes into the loss, and you have to go back and redo it again. Finally, get with a great marketing company that's dialing everything back in, and it's like you're starting over again. You get what I'm saying? And it's more time.
Yep. Well, hey,
You know, so
hopefully you don't have to ever deal with that specific problem again, but I'm sure there'll always be problems that pop up no matter what. It's just how life is. Like just
that's just how
things
life
come
is.
up. Yeah, things come up, but I can tell from what you said, like anytime something comes up, you're just like, nah, screw that. Like I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna push my faith deeper with God and I'm just gonna figure it out. And here
Faith,
you are.
man.
Yeah.
Listen, if I can tell anybody that's in marketing, they want to do better, they want to grow, or
Hmm.
in the trades or anything like that, man, faith is the key. It only takes faith the size of a mustard seed. And you got to remove all the negative things from your mind. So you only attract the things that your mind believe. So if you believe in positive things, it will come, no matter what it looks like right now. You get what I'm saying? Because in the snap of a finger, a week later, a couple of days later, things can change.
Yeah. Hey, I love hearing that. Like I always can hear that. So man, you saying that, I appreciate that a ton because I always need hearing that. Like
Yeah,
the same to you as well. Faith big as a mustard seed. Things
yeah,
things
yeah.
are always going to turn around and get better if you have faith in that. So,
Right, right. So
yes, sir.
yeah, it just come back with time, and just make sure, even when you are, going through your little things, and just making sure you're putting back into the universe, because what you put back into the universe is going to come back to you. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
yeah,
Completely agree.
yeah. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it right there. We just uh got the whole spiel, man. This is my first time really, letting it out. I had other people that asked me to do little podcasts and stuff, but I'm not ready to really jump out there yet. You get what I'm saying? But I was like, yeah, for Luke's been very helpful, so I'll do it for Luke. So
Hey, I mean, I appreciate that so much, and I'm gonna love like giving you a spotlight on our site and just put you up there because you're one of the ones that no matter what, man, like we work together or not ever, I always want to see you just do great. Like
yeah,
you deserve it. You and everybody that works with you, you guys deserve it. You really do. Like the way that you do it through faith and you do it because life tries to kick you down, but you're just like, no. And it's like, I love that. Like, literally, I'm starting to get chills right now just talking about it because it's like, that's what it's all about. Like, and that's what
yes,
inspires people. So, always want to see you win, man. And definitely
yes.
appreciate you taking the time. And if you ever have like anybody that's like-minded with you that might want a
Mhm.
spotlight as well, like, connect us and I can do it. Like, because I just always want to meet more people like you. Anybody like this, I mean, I always
Yeah.
have time for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people out there that's like-minded. But unfortunately, whenever you do see those people, it's very hard to get them all together at the same place. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I'll definitely, if there's other individuals that I know that have the time, I'll definitely, send them your way for sure.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And no matter what, man, like hey, if you want to hop on another call, we can do this anytime. Like I said, for you and people like this, conversations like this, I'll always make
Yes,
time. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Luke, man.
Yes, sir. I
All
appreciate you,
right.
Donovan. Let's have a
Man, you have
great week, man.
same to you.
Talk to you later, man.
Later.
Bye-bye.